What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Godspeed ZRZ. As you can already tell from the title, we're going to go over one of the absolute biggest downfalls on this Rubicon 392, one of the biggest aggravations I've had yet, but hopefully we'll be able to fix it today with the help of a comment we had on a previous video. But aside from that, I wanted to show you guys something that I just went and picked up, and I'm actually needing a little bit of help. So you guys can tell here, I've actually got a used set of wheels and tires. And these are actually not for the Camaro. Surprisingly enough, they're actually going to be going on a Mustang. Now, one of my buddies actually just ended up getting a 2016 GT Mustang, the 5.0. And these wheels are going to go on it. So these are actually American Muscle wheels. They're 20 by 10 and 20 by 8.5. Now these actually came off of a 2014 GT. So I'm not exactly sure. I imagine everything should still fit. I looked up the bolt patterns. The bolt patterns are of course the same, and I have seen some people interchange the wheels. But one thing I've noticed, a lot of people have said the stud size is different as well as the thread pitch. So what I really need before I send these out to him to throw them on that car. Now keep in mind, the Mustang that these are going on it's actually lowered, I believe 2 inches in the rear and maybe 1.5 in the front. We're not 100% how much it really has been lowered, but you can tell here we've got the 285/35. They're the R20s, and these are the Nitto tires. And then for the front is actually going to be the 255/35 R20s. So it's a great combo, a good staggered setup for that 5.0. But I'm really wanting to know what lug nuts we need to go ahead and get for these. Obviously, he's actually got stock wheels on right now. Obviously, we'll need to get something different. But if you guys know the thread pitch and the stud size, and you know what lug nuts we're going to need for these, let me know. It would definitely help out and save me some time. Wrangler, sit. The problem that we're going to be talking about today is something I brought up before, and it's something that one of the viewers actually recommended that could be a really good fix for. So I'm hoping that's what it is. The problem is the noise, and a lot of people have been getting it. Just that little pop, a little crack whenever you first go to pull out, and it's coming from the front. Now, he works at Chrysler as a certified mechanic and said that he has had this issue with the 392 Rubicons already. And for them, it was the ball joints. So what they had to do was actually tighten up the ball joints. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna find out if that is true and if that's gonna fix our problem. And what do you know, after a little scrub, they even fit into the Mercedes here. Got one up there too. But now they'll be on their way. So guys, for the noise itself, like I said, it is coming from the actual ball joints here. So do keep in mind, guys, you have an upper and lower ball joint on both sides up here in the front. And like I said, all my noise is coming from the front. And in the past, on my 2020 Rubicon, it was not the 392, obviously, it was just the 3.6. Just tightening the lower driver's side did fix all my problems. So, for now, I'm actually going to go ahead and just torque that one down first and pull out the cotter pins and see if that fixes the problem. We'll go ahead and tighten the other ones, but I'll definitely show you guys how to tighten it on this lower one. So the first step here, guys, is just going to be getting some needle nose pliers, and you'll go ahead and take this cotter pin out. You'll want to twist the back side here. That way you can pull it back through. Now, generally speaking, the harder the cotter pin is to get out, the looser the nut has actually come. And this one was really hard to get out. If you guys take yours out, let me know how hard it was for you, because I think these things are loosening up quite a bit. You can actually see the separation right there. Hope you guys can see that. And I don't believe we should have that much separation on that. And it does look like the passenger side is just about the exact same way. Now keep in mind, the lower ball joints here do bear most of the weight, so that's really where you're going to see most of the movement. We're going to tighten the driver's side up, and then we'll probably go ahead and jump onto the passenger side. I'm going to go ahead and torque both of them up as much as I can with this one. And in all honesty, guys, the best thing to do if you do have the Rubicon 392, obviously pretty much every single one's still going to be under 100% full factory warranty. So just tell the dealership, hey, I'm hearing this noise. I think it has something to do with the ball joints. I've heard about it. It's a common issue. And if you're at a reputable dealership, they'll probably go ahead and diagnose it for you and find it out. And they will tighten them up to spec, as well as get your upper ball joints there. They're really inconvenient to get, obviously, if you still have your, if you actually have your wheels and tires on. For me today, I obviously just gonna go ahead and tighten them up for you guys to make sure it does work, make sure that is the correct treatment for the diagnosis. But I'll probably still take mine to the dealership too, make sure they're retorqued and torqued properly, and also make sure that it's notated in case it ever does become an issue later down the road. And as you guys can see here, I was able to get about 1/4 of a turnout of it, and it has tightened up a little bit more. You can see the factory lines were from here to line up with this one, and that is not the case anymore, but it is tightened up, so hopefully this will help. And we've got both sides tightened now, and you guys remember to just bend your cotter pins back, and you definitely should use new cotter pins. I didn't, but if I'm telling you guys how to do this, I should probably tell you how to do it right. I'm not using them, but you definitely probably should put new cotter pins in. It's not good to rebend that kind of metal over and over again. You really can't trust it after a certain point. But we're gonna go ahead and jump in, and I'm actually gonna haul some stuff off with the trailer and see if this helps and if we got rid of the noise. We're hauling off all the trash. A lot of you guys have seen it in a lot of the past videos, but I just filled up. This is the second time at this gas station though. Now 93, you can tell there is 549. And this is the second time it stopped even at 100. So we're gonna start it up and see if that's actually full, or I guess if the gas stations are starting to limit it at $100 per transaction. We shall see. It's getting weird. It's too weird. And just like that, guys, we are back. So as for the diagnosis and the fix, I believe that did it. The entire trip there and back, it performed flawlessly. There were a lot of stops, a lot of turns, a lot of tight turns, and there was no noise at all. So for now, the creaks, the pops, they are gone, and I feel like it's safe to say that that should be the solution for it. Like I did say before, I am going to go ahead and take it to a CDJR store here local. I'm going to tell them what happened and tell them what the issue is, and they'll go ahead and tighten up everything for us for free because they're all under warranty. So no reason for any of you guys to do any of the work to this unless you just want to. But even if you do, take it to the CDJR store just to make sure it's notated in case anything serious does happen in the future. But for today, guys, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And until next time, just take it easy.